Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How are you, Aries? Just so you know, I did upload the full moon in Sagittarius reading yesterday because we're in the energy of the full moon as I record this. Also did the June 2025 Love Tarot monthly energy update. So both of those readings are up. Not seeing myself in the algorithm very much, so if you missed that notification, just go to the channel Awakened Priestess, put it in your search bar if you missed them, and yeah, check it out. Okay, so I am pulling from a new deck I just got, Intuitive Whispers Oracle. It looks pretty interesting. I love the cover of the deck artwork, very interesting. So let's see what our message is. I'm going to read out of the guidebook too. Perfect for you, Aries. I love it already. You get card 12. This woman is sort of looking at a mirror, but the mirror sort of projects through to a vista. I'm going to show it to you, and it says, "You're more powerful than you know." So this is your intuitive whisper. You can see she's sort of looking into a mirror, but it pushes through into like what looks like a waterfall with some lotus flowers floating there. So I will read the message. Do you realize your own superpower? You have the ability to create your own destiny, change your emotions, and rewrite your own story. The only things blocking your power are your mind and belief systems. Oh my gosh, dear daughter, my daughter's an Aries. Are you listening? What would you do if you weren't afraid of failing? There is no certainty in life, so allow yourself to be brave and step into your full potential. This is not a dress rehearsal, it is life. Don't live with the regrets of what if, and instead turn your mantra to why not? What sparks joy inside you? What do you do to play? Do more of that. Do more of what makes your heart and soul sing rather than playing it safe and staying small. There is such power in you waiting to be expressed, and you will only find it by experimenting in new ways. So get exploring. I love it. You are more powerful than you know, Aries. This is good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but it absolutely feels like a very Aries type of a message. Actually, it feels appropriate for all our fire signs. Anyone can adopt the energy, but it definitely kind of comes through as that sort of solar plexus, like remember who you are, you're more powerful than you know. All those mantras that we say from this place right here, that's solar plexus chakra, and that bring that forward. So I love that for you, Aries. Yeah. So let's see what's happening. It's been a minute. If you missed the monthly update, it's going to be a decent month. Powerful full moon that we're dealing with in Sagittarius. Powerful. That was a big reading I did. Some folks are saying worth every minute because it was long. But the month is pretty good. So that monthly reading, check it out if you can. Yeah, I like it. Three of Pentacles, overall energy. This is a Love Tarot reading, so we're kind of doing a Celtic cross. It's modified. It's Laura's version. This is about cooperation, co-creation, being on the same page to achieve the same goal. So there's some measure of investment here. Oh, okay. And there's, what's crossing you here is that there's, we look at the Three of Wands as some kind of anticipation of what's coming toward you, right? Sometimes we can look at that as manifestation even, right? When we set intentions, what do I want? Two of Wands. What do I want in a world of possibilities? I'm sort of setting the intention that I'm going to follow a path. I'm going to choose a path. And then I'm going to sort of, take the actions necessary to manifest that which I desire. And here it is arriving. So that's how we get to some manifestation energy with the Three of Wands. So if we're challenged here, it's like what we've set in motion isn't really arriving, or we're anticipating, or maybe there are some expectations attached. You know that word, right? And so maybe there's a challenge with I'm anticipating / expecting some cooperation that I'm not getting. Or I'm waiting for it to arrive. Anyone? Anyone see it? You get it. Because at the root of the problem, there's something here that's not feeling very sustainable. And if it's in the below, it doesn't mean that, what's coming for you is a tower moment. It means that you're in that energy of, danger, Will Robinson. Like something isn't feeling very stable here. And nice. In the past, Seven of Pentacles. So you've been patient, you've kind of allowed things to sort of grow or evolve or unfold more organically. Top of mind, the Fool. So I feel, for what I'm seeing here right now, that for you this Fool might be a little bit more reversed, meaning you're assessing the risks, the possible risks, right? Because this is in the below. This is at the root of the problem. There is something here that isn't feeling like we're in the basement of the church and we're trying to shore up all the foundations, right? Making sure these pillars can hold it up. And that takes cooperation and co-creation and being on the same page. Do we know what we're doing here? Are we invested in what we're doing here to create this stable foundation for this connection, for this relationship that we're trying to get off the ground or grow and evolve? And what's down below is it's starting to tremble. I mean, tell me that isn't like the perfect visual, right? You get that. So I'm not seeing a Fool here that's like, oh, okay, well, everything's about to effing fall apart. I'm going to go for it anyway. I feel like there's something here where you're kind of like, I don't know if it's worth the risk. So let's see in the near future. Exactly. So the Four of Cups will be a little bit of, I'm disillusioned with this situation. There's a little emotional disconnect, maybe some feelings of rejection on some level breaking through. And so, yeah. Ace of Cups, message from Spirit. In the hidden energy from your person, we have the Emperor. And in the outcome position, yeah, you're going to be on the fence about it. What am I really dealing with here? By the way, that full moon reading, that was the whole theme of the full moon. Assessing the path to life partnership and sort of being open to sort of having to pivot, right? A fork in the road energy behind it, sort of behind this full moon, based on some astrology, planetary placements and alignments. I gave a long explanation of this lunation, and so this all sort of ties into those energies. So we'll jump in. This is a storyline we're working with. So the Three of Wands and the Three of, crossing the Three of Pentacles. I thought it was an interesting question. Nobody's ever asked before. And I thought, well, I'm going to share it with Aries today. All right. So another 2 shows up. So we've got all the 2. Oh, another 2. Another 2 shows up. I thought, never mind. I'm having one of those brain cramp days because I have 2 3s here. But the 2s are important because it's decisions and choices. So I'll keep that thought. 2 of Swords, crossroads moment. Right? And it's good because I'm seeing this Temperance energy as, like, I'm not going to make any rash decisions. I'm going to kind of, you know, keep my powder dry, hold myself back. I'm not going to be reactive. I might have to get my nerve up to overcome a few obstacles here. And to sort of, you know, maintain my character, right? My good name, my character. I feel like there's something that you're going to decide, that you need to decide. And you're coming to that moment, and it's a big one. And it's going to take, you know, some confidence, and, you know, that you're going to want to protect your good name as you make this important decision, and, you know, come from a sense of clarity. And I've thought this through. I didn't act in haste of any kind. I allowed it to kind of come to me, right? Come to me. And this doesn't feel like this, you know, like it's on solid ground. Almost like I'm seeing you come through this experience as if it's a recipe for disaster. If it continues on in this way. So let's look at the Tower. Magician, 5 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, almost like you're saying, yeah, this isn't what I'm trying to manifest, right? Like, you want this new beginning and up-leveling of this beautiful connection, but you've got memories from ghosts of Christmas past. And it's like you're coming in saying, you know, I know what I'm trying to manifest. This isn't it. And this isn't stable. Been here before, have the t-shirt. So I'm seeing you, you know, almost like you're seeing it, the pattern. You know how sometimes it's, you know, deja vu all over again? Yogi Berra said that. You know, when you're kind of like, oh no, it's happening again. You can almost, as you're going through this process and things are starting to unfold now, because you've been patient, it's starting to happen again. And you know it because you're looking back in the past and your regrets from mistakes that are made, and you're in this manifestation mode, and all of a sudden it's clear to you. Because you're doing the inner search for clarity over some important decision, and now you're at the crossroads of, oh, no, this isn't going in the right direction. Things are not stable. We're not on a solid ground. This is not sustainable for the long haul. I know it because I've been there before. Right? So what you're trying to manifest is kind of looking like it's beginning to fall apart, or it isn't as solid for some reason. I'm not getting clarity around that myself from the reading, but we'll get there, hopefully. Let's see the 7 of Pentacles in the past. Three of Wands, 5 of Wands, Page of Wands. Okay, So now I can kind of see why, you've been in this Seven of Pentacles mode. If you look closely at the face on the figure in the Seven of Pentacles, he looks kind of forlorn. Like he's leaning on this, the hoe or the rake, whatever. He's kind of looking down at it like, is that all there is for all my work, for all my patience, for all the time I put into this damn forsaken garden? Is this it? Is this my reward? Like he looks kind of forlorn. And then add the Three of Wands, which is what's arriving, what's coming my way. And it's almost double the, disappointment, if you will. And then there's the grief. The Five of, like, oh my gosh, and I'm catching flack for this, right? I've been patient. I've been waiting for my ship to come in and some kind of payoff for my patience and my effort. And all I'm catching is flack and grief. What the F? And the Page of Wands is interestingly showed up also in the full moon reading twice as a substitute, pretty much, for a divine masculine. Like almost as if throws the car in reverse. If that makes sense to someone here, right? Dealing with a divine masculine that then decides, no, I don't know. I'd rather just play the field. I'd rather just, be a little more carefree. Easy breezy, light and breezy, carefree, in it for myself, in it for the minute, whatever you want to say. So that's like kind of playing out behind the scenes, I think, in the past, and causing the tension, causing the drama, causing the, there could be arguments even. There could have been. But tension at the very least. Next up from that, why am I catching grief? Why am I dealing with somebody who all of a sudden, I've been so patient, I've been, waiting and giving it time, and what comes toward me? Now, all of a sudden, I'm dealing with somebody who's acting this way, immature or less evolved, and that's why that Tower is here. And that's why you're now in that energy of, I'm looking back and saying, oh no, this isn't what I had in mind. So now you can see why I see the Fool as more being a little risk averse. Like, I don't want to take the chance. Right. Like I said, been there, done that. Have the t-shirt. Yeah, I think you're really kind of in resistance mode, and you've assessed the risk here. You don't want to get hurt. So in your, your inner monologue is almost saying, it's better if I kind of exit stage left, make a break for it, remove myself from the situation, retreat from it, and just resist all temptation here. So I feel in your unconscious awareness, you are literally pushing this person away, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Okay, because the Fool is essentially coming through as like, no, I am not going to take a leap of faith. Nope. I've got all the signs I need. I'm heeding these red flags because I've seen them before. And I know that I've mastered them. I don't need that lesson again. That's not what I'm trying to manifest. So yeah, there's disappointment, and it makes sense. And if you watch that full moon, let me tell you again, please do, because it talks about, it's a very powerful full moon, one of the most powerful of 2025. is because of its connection to the next new moon at the end of the month, a new moon in Cancer. And because we are here in divine feminine energy, you know, that Cancerian, the Cancerian new moon, it's mother, it's fourth house energy of the mother, of nurturer, of home, of gestational things. So that, you know, and I kept making this gesture during that part of the reading where I explained, you know, we will be gestating new parts of ourselves, new ideas, possibly new love. And so if you want to manifest some new partner, this is the full moon to release whatever path you're walking with someone you don't want to be with, okay? So let me be straight. Some of you will want to totally, like, fork in the road. Like I said, you're in this lane on a highway of a 3-lane highway, and there's the exit, and you're over here and you're like beeline. Like some of you will do that, and others of you will be like, I'm on this path with this person, but we need to change lanes because this isn't going to work this way, and something is majorly wrong, and we need a reframe, like a big release of some behavior or some pattern or something. And if they cannot get on board with that, then that is a decision, right? So it's big full moon. That's all I'm saying. Watch the reading. All right, so I got distracted. I want my energy to the card, so shush. Thank you. Okay. 4 of Cups in the near future. Nice. Knight of Swords. 10 of Cups. I love where this is going. King of Cups. And this is important because in this moment of vulnerability, of sensitivity, where you're disappointed, where you're like, this isn't what I had in mind, this isn't how I wanted to feel, this isn't worth the risk of me getting hurt. I've been here, I know where this is headed now. This person is backpedaling, I'm getting baby BS kind of treatment. No, no, and no. Guess what they do? The minute you are resigned to, yeah, I am not available for this, I'm not taking any leaps of faith, I reject this, but I'm still feeling rejected, yeah, it's okay, because it's like, it's not, you know, it doesn't feel nice. They come busting in with like, I want to clear this up. I want to make sure we understand each other. You know, they come, the Knight of Swords, clean up on aisle 5. You know, they want to make sure that you know, you don't misunderstand them. They want to be sure that you understand them. They understand you. It's an opportunity to clear the decks, to get out the mop up the floor. And then all of a sudden, like they're talking, you know, butterflies, rainbows, you know. And we got the King of Cups behind the scenes. This is this same energy, but, you know, evolved. Right? Like, oh, I didn't mean, no, I really do, you know, have feelings. This is this person showing you how they feel, because King of Cups doesn't always have the easiest time with expressing feelings. Now, that's a sweeping generalization. A lot of King of Cups people have a fine time. It's associated with the sign of Scorpio, and rule of thumb with Scorpio energy is their emotional attachments are very, very deep, and they're profound. And sometimes when you feel something on such a deep, profound level, it sort of gets lost in the interior. And they, as a rule, I don't know about you, but even me, when I feel something so deeply, so profound on an emotional level, I almost can't find words. right? If something really touches me, it takes me a long time. Like, I got to put up a hand and say, I'm going to have to process it. I'll get back to you, right? And I'm a chatty person. So think about the King of Cups that way. And so they tend to, and I'm generalizing, show things, demonstrate it out there in some way. And this is how. Please understand. Let me clear this up. Let me make sure, that you're not mistaking something I did or how I acted or right? So there's like this effort to be clear about something, and then there's just behaviors that are maybe over the top, a little romantic. Get it? And it'll be super quick. And Spirit is talking to you about this Ace of Cups. Yes. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. I feel like Spirit's saying they're taking the long road, but it's going to happen. You're meant to be together. This is the one, the love of your life. They're finding their way to you very slowly. They will make this offer. They will find their way. You're meant to be together. They will bring you this Ace of Pentacles. They will get there. It's nice. And behind the scenes for your person, we have the Emperor. Two of Wands. Lovers. Two of Pentacles. I'm going to pull this for this Two of Pentacles in the outcome position. Knight of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Tower. Right? Okay, so now the good news is the Tower's on the bottom of the deck. The reason why I say the good news is because it's what you can't see. And okay, you could say, well, that's not good news. But it is, because it's sort of in unconscious awareness. It's playing out behind the scenes. It's sort of my way of showing you, like trying to explain something that you'd normally be going like, well, where is this coming from? Right? So I'm going to get there in a minute. Remember that phrase. Where is that coming from? You'll know in a second. And it's because of you. So there you have it. In the hidden energy of this person, which is what we're going to look at in the extended, wink, wink. Yeah. True Emperor, because they come at you so quick, like right like that. No. Please understand. Please let me clear this up. Please, like, no. I'm on board. I know we like this. We could have everything. I'm happy with you. I think we're doing, like, we have so much together, and it's happiness, and right, and underneath, they really, really love you. Okay. And so there's the Two of Wands. There's the path that they're choosing, and they're choosing you. They're choosing this connection, the spiritual bond, the sacred union. They're choosing it. Two of Pentacles is that assessment process, right? That's that, oh, all right. I gotta know what I'm dealing with, and I have to kind of weigh the pros and cons and really make a decision. And it's interesting because it's a process, and that's why Spirit is saying they're coming for you, because they belong with you, and it's taken them a hot minute, granted, but they're coming for you because you belong together, and they're telling you in their own unique way, and they're choosing that path, and they're choosing you, and in their unconscious awareness there's this process that they're sort of going through. It's not running the show, it's an internal process, because it's from the unconscious, it's from the bottom of the deck. So they're not going, would there be somebody better out there? That's not what's happening. This is internal. Sometimes it's a little bit of a stalling mechanism, a stalling technique. Sometimes it's like, a little bit of, like I said, weighing pros and cons. Sometimes it's, being a little bit on the fence about something or some aspect of something, but it doesn't look like they're hemming and hawing, but internally there's a little hem-haw. It's big decision time. Big decision. Because when they're coming to you for life partnership. Right? Wifey? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. And then in the outcome position, the decision is made. They're coming to you with the Ace of Cups, right? The Knight brings the Ace, the most romantic card in the deck. And what do? Remember I said, it's you. It's because of you. You're kind of guarding your heart. You sort of go into this guarded position. Why might that be? Because you're in the energy of, it's a bit risky. I don't know if I can trust it. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I don't want to experience that again. So now you see. And all of this is unfolding. And at the very end of the month, we have Mercury beginning his pre-retrograde shadow phase, meaning he'll still be direct, but on the last day of the month, he enters a sign. He'll be at 4 degrees of Leo, and he's going to begin that couple of weeks of direct movement, and then he stations retrograde and comes all the way back over that territory, back to 4 degrees of Leo, turns around and goes back over that same chunk of territory again. So from the last day of June into like the first couple weeks of July, be paying attention, because this could all be unfolding, and this will be the perceptions, the communications, the thoughts, the mixed messages, the miscoms, all that stuff is likely to be happening possibly toward the end of this month and the first half of July. That's what I think is going to happen. And they're going to try to clean up on aisle 5, and you're going to be dealing with a Prince Charming, but you're not going to trust them. When they finally come in with the offer from the heart, you're going to be like, I don't know, I don't think I can trust you. Okay? So take this message from Spirit. It's coming in slow, but it's coming right for you. Oh my gosh, Aries. All right, so this went way longer, but I had lots of stories for you, and yeah, giving you a lot of love here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the astrology that showed up here, but first I am going to do the extended, but of course I can't leave an Emperor be, so we'll look at the Emperor. We'll see how they show up in that reading and what they're processing, because there's something going on. So we want to see what they're processing right now about this connection. We'll also see kind of like what their take is on you, and their intentions, which we can kind of see their intentions, but we'll get it straight from the source. The links for that are below, and remember that links 1 and 3 are memberships. So that involves you creating an account if you haven't already. It's simple. When you purchase, it's just your email address and then creating a password. That's it. Very simple. But those are a recurring monthly auto renewal. All right. And then if you just want this extended one and done, it's link option number 2. And if you enjoyed the reading and you got something out of it, please do subscribe below if you haven't already. That's the only way I can sort of continue on this platform. So my thanks in advance for that. So let me give you the astrology. Temperance is Sagittarius. I'm telling you, go watch that full moon. Strength is Leo. We have the Tower twice, which is Mars, which rules Aries. So perfect for this spread. Magician is Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini. We have that Page of Wands causing all the trouble, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Fool is Uranus, the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. The Hermit is Virgo. Knight of Swords, Gemini. We're in Gemini season right now. King of Cups is Scorpio, as I said. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. Emperor is Aries, but of course, especially for you cross-watchers, lovers is Gemini. And Knight of Cups is Pisces. So that's what I got, and you are more powerful than you know. I love that for you. Thank you so much for coming to play, and I'll see you at the extended. I'll be there in a second. Bye for now.